What's up everybody, and welcome back. Today I have a first-of-a-kind recommendation for you all because I honestly never read this genre, but the title and the cover art got me. That's usually how I find new stuff. Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it's false advertising, but I think with this manga, it paid off. I'm recommending Strange Tales from the Handy Shop Karukaya, written by Ono Fuyumi. This is a horror, mystery, shonen, slice-of-life, supernatural manga with only 2 chapters so far. They are long chapters though, so it's not like there's no content yet. But this is my first horror recommendation though, so if you're a fan of horror, supernatural, and mythology, I think you'll enjoy this, because I do. And honestly, I don't like horror, mostly because I don't think horror is scary. It's usually pretty bad to me, and the stupidity of the characters makes me wish I was the monster. But regardless, let me not get sidetracked. I think you'll enjoy this manga if you like horror, and specifically Asian horror, which in my experience, even though limited, seems to focus more on eerie and uncomfortable horror over grotesque or shock value stuff. So if you enjoy eerie, I think you'll enjoy this, especially chapter 2, because it had me scanning the dark panels looking for the monster because the art design of this manga is fantastic. So this manga is about Obana, who is a house repairman, and this what seemed like anthology series is about him repairing houses while solving the paranormal events that occurred in those buildings, and it's great, especially if you like Japanese paranormal stuff or you know anything about yokai. I know I said this is an anthology series, but I honestly don't know if that's true. Because it only has 2 chapters, it's hard for me to gauge whether each chapter will be like the first 2, where there are 2 different events of the paranormal with 2 different unconnected families, or if the first 2 chapters simply function as world and character introductions, because there are only 2 characters that are in both stories, one of which being Obana and the other an older repairman. I'm not gonna get into what happens in either chapter though, because then it will ruin the story in each if you decide to read it, but I can tell you that if you read it, you'll probably want more so that you can learn about Obana, because all we know about him, other than having a swaggy character design, is that he is a legitimate carpenter and contractor, and that he somehow and for some reason has all this paranormal knowledge and how best to not so much fix but mitigate the supernatural problem, even though he says he's not psychic or has a 6th sense or anything like that. And because of that, I just have to know more. Hopefully the next chapter takes more of the slice of life turn so that we can learn more about Obana and see how he knows what he knows and does what he does. If that sounds interesting to you, check it out. If you want more recommendations, check out the other Why You Should videos in the playlist and check out the podcast. Links in the description box. As always, like and subscribe for more recommendations and leave some of your own. Other than that, I'll see all of you in the next one.